Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. We are wrapping the bales that we created in yesterday's episode. And I switched over to blue wrapping just because the orange wrapping and the orange trailer, they kind of blended to one another, so I thought, why not? This is New Holland blue, by the way. And is this, am I down to my last bale at this point? I think I am. Speeding up the wrapper now, let me tell you, this has made a difference in this job for sure. Going a lot faster. If I can just stop myself once in a while from getting too close to another bale, because what happens when it places a wrap bale down, if you get too close to another unwrapped bale, the unwrapped bale seems to go on top, and this won't grab it. But that should be all the bales wrapped here. Let's take a little ride around here just to make sure. Let's go ahead and fold that up. I think I'm done with it. You can see the grass is starting to regrow already, and yeah, we finished seeding that over there, obviously, because I got the Fendt tractor in my hands and not a seed drill. Just taking a quick trip all the way down the field just to make sure I got all the bales. I mean, if I miss one, I miss one. It's not a big deal because this is not seasoned. Yes, we are fine. And now we're just waiting for the price to get better than the... what did it get down to? Like $166 per? That stings. That stings. So yeah, we got 300,000, well, almost 300,000 in the bank account, so we are good for the evening. But when we wake up tomorrow morning, it's not gonna look good. We're gonna have to actually sell some products at some point because we're running out of cash, and we're running out of cash fast. I have taken a contract. I can't remember if I mentioned in the last episode or not, but Field 33 with that canola in it, I accepted the contract, so it's just sitting there waiting for us to do whatever we want with it and when we want with it. But the first thing I want to do today, other than wrap up these bales and put some of this equipment away, is we're going to head it over because our cornfields are ready. Why aren't you, yeah, now you turn. I need to get over to those cornfields and get those all harvested and feed our pigs. Yes, our pigs. Eventually, at some point, we will get caught up on the pigs, and we won't have to worry about them as much. In a couple days, though, when we sell off nearly 200 pigs, the food will look like we got tons of it in there. So, but we're gaining on it. Let's see. I need to bring. Well, it looks like I definitely need my truck for grain, so everything else will have to stay over here for now. The Fendt tractor can stay over here for now as well. Try to sneak everything into the shed that I can because I'm cheap and I can't afford another shed at this moment. Yeah, so I'm going to grab the truck. Can I hook up to that seed roll? I can probably bring the seed roll back, but I mean the Fendt can bring the seed roll back as well, right? Yeah, the Fendt we'll come back over with the seed roll, so I don't need to bring nothing over. So now what I need to do is just drive on up over the hill, get to the other side of the map, which is not that far. And yeah, we'll get to cutting some corn. That's all for the pigs, like I said. And then when the harvester gets done cutting the corn, he'll start doing the contract in the Field 33. I think we're getting paid something like 13 grand to harvest that canola. And like I said, any extra canola that we get will be fed to the pigs. But the extra cash will always be good. I would like to sell the crop, but feeding the pigs is probably priority numero uno when we get the extra crop. Just barge out in traffic. Usually I get 90% of the time I pull out, and we are good to go. So you can see that canola field is ready. We'll harvest that later on. Maybe not in this in-game day because we got these 3 fields to go. I hope my trailer is over here. I think I see my trailer. Yes, it is. So, as you've probably been seeing on the channel, I've been putting out some how-tos on Seasons 19 I've been fooling around with seasons a little bit when I can, just to get myself some knowledge on it. So when it comes time for me to play seasons, I kind of know what I'm doing. Alright, let's hook up to that. Now, we're not going to get that much corn off of these 3 fields, but hopefully I can get like 150,000 liters. That would be great. Let's go ahead and just park the truck right here. And I did see my harvester right here. Yeah, it's a little dirty, but let's see, how is it? Plenty of fuel. Repair seems to be pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and unfold the harvester. Grab the header. And we'll go over here and get right to work. Now I think I can almost get the entire this entire field cut before the harvester is full. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to harvest the field. This will take me just, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes, somewhere in that area. But for you, when you run it at 800 times the speed, it goes by a lot quicker. Well, we just about have a full combine, and right there, now we do. Let's go ahead and grab our truck. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set him off on a worker to finish harvesting this field, and I'll set him off on a worker to finish the other ones, because I need to get these fields turned over pronto. That's the only problem about I don't like harvesting late in the afternoon, because if I don't get it done by dark, I don't usually work in the dark. So skipping a whole night and having the fallow field, this makes me feel like I'm losing a whole bunch of time on a field. Needs plowing. No kidding. It's corn. But yes, filling up that early, I feel great about it, because it just means more food, obviously, for our pigs. Yeah, while your harvester waits, he likes to tap dance. Keeps him busy. Keeps him occupied. Shouldn't be sitting on a header like this. It's dangerous. Alright, there we go. And you, sir, can continue. And you, sir, need to get off the field. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab our John Deere. Our John Deere should have more than enough horsepower to use the plow. I'm hoping Courseplay can handle it. John Deere? Nope. I know he's there. There he is. Oh, we can't plow with these kind of tires on it. To the workshop, which is right here. How convenient. Let me off. There we go. Customize. Where are we here? Wheel setup. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. There we go. How come every time I come in here, it resets my front weight? Why does it do that? Or did I not have a front weight on it? I mean, I do now. Interesting. I think I keep putting the same weight on it. I don't know. Let's go over here and grab our plow. Reset all that stuff. Yeah, going to be 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and hopefully when we wake up tomorrow that the prices for cotton and also obviously our silage bales at the barn is looking a lot better than what it was when we harvested it, for sure. Yes, we'll set you off in this direction. Alright, where are we here? I just updated course blaze, so it's going to be different, I think, on how you set things up. Nope, can we go over here, course generation? Looks all the same. Also, when I harvest that canola, I got to bring it up to there. Oh, nice. That I did not look at, but that's fine. Field 31. Working width 12 meters. No, I don't want... No. I don't want to plow it that way. Starting direction, where is it? Starting direction, I want to head west, generate. Thank you very much. Let's lower the plow down. Plow down, please. And then once he gets set, he should have no problem going at a good speed. 13 should be about right. And then, of course, we use the Case Quadratech to use the cultivator, and we'll cultivate this field nice and smooth. Yes, where's our harvester? He's got a ways to go, so we'll set up our case here, which is conveniently right next to our all-arounder. Just get them all set up. And just park it right over here. Just keep them out of the way. So it has been a while. Let me just double check the contract. So here's the harvesting in field 33. Actually, it's 18,600. So that's pretty good. And the extra canola we get will feed the pigs. And anything else in field 30s I tried to take except for sowing contracts, because yeah, I just don't see the benefit in sowing those fields. Yeah, they're all pretty much sowing except for that one for harvest. How are we doing on the prices on the stuff that we have? Yeah, so the cotton dropped down to $11.53, so hopefully next time we sit it goes up. The egg price is decent, but I'm not in an extreme rush to make money on that. Milk prices, $8.40. That is not actually that bad. That price has gone up even though it's a great demand. I wonder if it'll still be there in the morning, which means it could be higher if I don't deliver to it. And where are we? Silage bales at the barn. Yeah, the barn dropped to 131. That's just horrible. That's horrible. So hopefully when we wake up in the morning, the silage prices will be up. The cotton prices may be going up. I'll keep an eye on this. I'm gonna gamble and wait, because we do have a decent amount of... Nope. I was like, wow, but that's a lot of milk. Those are our pigs. Still 140,000 liters of milk. Pretty darn good. Yeah, so we're going to let the John Deere get ahead of us before we go ahead and cultivate. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. And I really didn't park it in the best spots because... Well, maybe I can turn it around here. Yeah, I can. So what I want to do is unload this guy, then he can go ahead and we'll send him off on a worker to do that field. And we'll take a trip over to the pigs and give them the corn that we have. And probably those two fields will be what you get out of this field here, is what I've been thinking. But then again, what I think is never what actually happens. But oddly enough, I think it's almost the same. I'm starting to remember now. I think we got the same harvest as we did this before with corn. A full trailer, which is 90,000 liters, and 500 liters left over. I think that's what we got weeks ago when we harvested that field. Yeah, slow down here, dude. And you can continue to harvest. Our plow is going to keep on going on, and eventually I'll get into the Quadratech and we'll start cultivating that field. I just want to get them all plowed and cultivated this evening, maybe, because it's already 5:30. Definitely not going to be able to get a chance to reseed them tonight, so I still have to think of what I want to put in down here. I don't know if I need to put in a good crop that I can turn around and sell, or I think I'm going to have to wait to see what happens with the pigs, how much food we can give them, and see if we need more corn. I probably should do another field of corn anyways, and the one we just harvested, so I can get some chaff going and make some more silage, even though I don't really need it. Not having some sitting there is kind of worrisome in a way. Let's go see how much the pigs will enjoy this corn. I hope you're turning, dude, because I couldn't break coming down off that bridge. Yeah, so in a couple days, we should be able to start selling some pigs. And once we start selling them, we'll finally start making some money off them. What, 90,000 liters? I am driving like, well, even worse than normal. Worse than normal. And with that food on the ground, it's kind of hard to drive a trailer in there, so if I back it up like this, it might be even better. Alright guys, here you go. 422 pigs we're up to. So yeah, we're going to give them close to 90,000, so it might get them up to here. Who knows, we might be able to top them off today. Oh wow, 422, so yeah. But another day and a half, 2 days, almost. And this is kind of interesting. Manure, I just saw this. Manure and slurry. When you play seasons, you can't, you're only get one or the other. Yeah, my next video I need to record is on animals on how-to in Seasons 19. A few things have changed there quite a bit as well. And if you watched the grass to hay episode on Seasons, you're probably thinking, I was thinking the same thing when I first started. I'm like, how different is making hay in Seasons? Quite different. Alright, let's head back over. And we should have enough space between us and the John Deere to start cultivating the field. And I shouldn't have to unload the harvester, I think, until he's just about done. But obviously the more the merrier. Well, obviously with the Case Quadratech and a little bit of modding on my part, and I think I need to get back on there. I know I mentioned when I first did it. I think I need to slow it down. I think 19 miles an hour to cultivate a field. It's just a little bit too fast. Yeah, I need to go back into the XML file and change that up. But I've been doing so many other things, and it's one of those things that, like, you say, "Oh, I'm going to do it," then you get involved in doing other things, you forget all about it until next time you go do it. It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna take care of that and forgot all about it. And actually, now that I'm thinking it, because I do have that mod installed, like the Dutes Fire that we have at Mercury Farms. That beast has more than enough horsepower to haul this cultivator around. I don't really need the Case Quadratech. But it's good to have the Case around. I think it has 1,000 horsepower on this thing. I think. I hate driving this Case. I never can keep it steady. Steady hands. But maybe, just maybe, once I get some of these guys going, because I think the case may have to slow down just a little bit, because we're catching up to our plow pretty quickly. May have to go grab I can probably go grab the fent, bring them over here with the seed roll. Maybe I can get at least this one field planted. And I am thinking I probably will put corn back down here just to make some more chaff. And get some silage going. Just in case. And then I don't have to worry about it for a while. And then we can start planting some other crops in here and eventually sell those. Well, I have stopped once cultivating because I caught up to the John Deere. And I moved the harvester over to the last cornfield, unloaded them. Went got the Fendt tractor and our seeder. He's ready to go to get this field kind of seeded this evening. I decided to forego planting any corn just because I want to plow again after I harvest. I'm going to go with canola for a couple reasons. One, I can, feed the pigs, get them close to being more topped off, or I could harvest it and just turn around and sell it. I think it's all going to depend on when it comes time to harvest it in a couple days to see where we stand on the front with the pigs. Looks like our John Deere is going to be just about finished. I'm even questioning if I should even bother try to seed tonight. Because it's going to take him a while. Well, not that long, really. I just want to get some things done because the money situation, it's not bad, but just knowing it's always there. Like I said, we're going to be probably down to like 130 something thousand in the morning. Probably. Let's not get in his way. No, you're going to run right into me, aren't you? I mean, you did a great job on the field, but you didn't see me standing or there in the tractor. Actually, I didn't want to close out course play altogether. Let's bring that back up. Alright, unfold the plow once again. Course generate, that's field 30. And generate. Come on, lower the plow, there you go. Drive course. And he's off. And just as soon as I get this done, and I do a headland on this side because someone placed the sheds a little too close to the field, our harvester should be done. And probably I'll just finish plowing the rest of the fields and cultivating in the morning after we take a look at some prices. Oh yeah, wait, I got to make sure I ride my horse today. Falcon, got to make sure I train him up. Because once I get him fully trained, the owner will come take him away, and we'll get our 50 grand for training the horse. And I'm not going to buy, I shouldn't say that. We're not buying the horses. I'm not going to add more horses to the stable. I think with the horses that we got, I'll just train them one at a time until we get down to 0. So they're not going to require as much food either. Yeah, well then I shouldn't be paying myself $25,000 a week for stable fees either, if I'm not going to have as many horses. Yes, I'll have to keep the pen. I'll have to keep the pen full, or else it won't be correct to pay myself $25,000 a week in stable fees. Alright, I'm just going to bring this guy down to this other end of the field so I can get the fent going and seeding the field. I'm going to work this a little bit into this evening hours, but I'm not going to cultivate anymore, and I'm not going to plow the other field either. When the John Deere gets done, he gets done. He should be out of the way there. Grab this guy here. He's already set for canola. No, I hit the wrong button. And there, that should give him more than enough room from that shed. I mean, really, the shed is far enough off the field, but I didn't take consideration the size of the equipment I was going to have down here and how it turns around. And even though I've been using the seeder on Hawke's Bay, I was not the one really using it. Mostly the helpers are in that series. So, yeah, this seeder does not turn around as well. Well, my fingers are just off a little bit on the keyboard today. More than usual. Alright, so let's come over here. Yeah, so it's not going to take him too long with a helper, especially if I got to ride a horse. I mean, he might be done before I get done riding the horse, of course. And I need to bring that pig food over as well. Yeah, our harvester is done. No, I don't want to get into the header. That's a good amount of corn you got there, sir. We might actually have enough to top off the pigs. Can that be possible? I mean, I didn't really check it too much. Nah, we're probably gonna get it to like right about here, which is not bad. Wheat and barley, we should be fine because this field over here, we own this. That is wheat, correct? Before I say go too far, yes, it is wheat. And of course, we do have wheat up here as well, ready to go at some point. All right, I'm going to bring the harvester back now, park him up. Then he'll harvest that field over there tomorrow. Get that contract taken care of. We'll get 18 grand from that, and we'll get some food for the pigs for that. But right now, you can just park here. Lower that down. You're fine for now. Hop into the truck. 70,000 more liters of corn. Actually, it's 76, but on over to the pigs. We'll top them off. And then I do believe I'll ride the horse, because I don't think I have yet today. And then hopefully by then the John Deere and the Fendt will be done with their jobs, and we can head back to our log cabin. Our rustic log cabin. Get some well-needed rest. I think I'm going to sleep good tonight, actually. Even though the bank account's looking kind of low. I feel good about the situation on this farm right now. I do. It just has a different feel now. It's not like I'm managing. It's like, you know, I felt responsible for the town before was our farm, and I felt responsible for the town because, you know, I was in charge of the farm and trying to pay off the big debt. And now I'm a little bit more relaxed because it's my debt that I got to pay off. And I feel confident that we should be fine. Except for me running into the barrier all the time. Well, yeah, I will admit, I don't know why I just thought of it, but maybe it was a wheel loader. I already have gone ahead and pre-purchased the Platinum Edition of Farming Simulator to get all the class equipment. Just because I do like class. It's going to be nice to use some of their tractors. I do realize there's mods out there and whatnot, but I want to get the base game one. I'll probably use those for a while, then be like, you know what? I need to mod these a little bit. So how does our pigs look now? Oh yeah, that's looking so much better. And for now, I'm going to park the truck here. Did I ride Falcon today? No, I did not. I did not. So let's head on down to the horse barn. Horse paddock. Is he in there? No, he's not. If I can get him just a little bit away from the fence, and then... Well, I tried jumping at the right time, but for some reason he did not want to jump. Maybe he doesn't want to go for a ride this evening. There he goes. So basically what I do with Falcon is I bring him... Really, you got stuck on that? I'll bring him over to our cotton fields and just let him trot for a while. I put him on like on a slow trot, and I get up and go get a drink. By the time I get back, he's not even near the other end of the field. When training horses, it's not the distance that you travel, it's just the time that you're on the horse is all that matters. Right out in front of the traffic as we do. So what I do when I get out here is let's see. There we go. I send him a little jaunt. I'll bring you back. When I'm done riding Falcon, we'll give him a good clean. Hopefully our Fendt tractor will be done seeding the field. I'm pretty sure John Deere will be done. We'll head to bed, wake up in the morning, and see what the morning brings. Well, Falcon had his exercise for the day. He seems happy. Got to go out and trot in the field. He goes back and tells all of his friends here, like, hey, I get to get out of the pen. He's in the stable. Is this it? Are you he? Yes, you are he. You are nice and clean. You're good to go. Our John Deere is finished, but let's just scroll down to here just to make sure. Yeah, 100%. So tomorrow, yeah, he'll be worth an extra $5,000. Yeah, this guy should have been done, but as I was riding Falcon, I said, let me go check on my worker, and he was stopped right here because the John Deere had stopped right here. So they're in the way of one another. So I just need a few more minutes here before we call it quits for the evening. I want to make sure he gets that field totally seeded in before I go to bed, because then the growth rate will be just off in that entire field. And that always drives me nuts. Maybe there's a pub around here I can go visit and have a drink while we wait. Well, it's time to sleep. Oh, we're down to $150,000. So that's not too bad. And it's also not going to rain today. That's also good. 150. Yeah, we can deal with that. Yeah, I didn't drive my truck here at all. Yeah, weeds. We got weeds in our cotton field. Why does field 26 not show me anything? What's going on here? Okay, field 26 is ready for harvest. Yes. Why is it interesting? For some reason field 26 is showing me like there's nothing growing in it. That scared me for a second. I'm like, I bought that field with some wheat in it. What's going on? Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But it's 100% fertilized and ready for harvest. Good, because we need some wheat for our pigs. I need some straw for our pigs as well. Yeah, so here's our cotton field with some weeds into it. That's no problem. We can take care of that. Scroll up here. The great demand at the dairy station is no longer. But let's go in here and check out some prices. Well, our eggs, $17.86 at the bakery and rising. I do like that. How are we doing here? The barn price for silage, $165 and rising. It gets up to $200. I'll be happy. $190 is okay. What else am I looking at? The cotton price has not moved. And that's all that really matters for us at the moment. As for animals, 461 pigs. So technically in this in-game day, we should be topping out. So probably before I go to bed in this in-game day, I'll have to sell our pigs, because if I sleep overnight, then they'll fill up overnight, and then I'm going to lose some reproduction rates here. But overall, the food's looking good, except for the wheat and barley, but we're going to take care of that. Hopefully we get a lot of wheat off that field. And of course, we got the wheat fields up above as well. The potatoes, sugar beet, and canola is not that bad, but we should get some extra canola today. Our chickens could use some wheat, but we got, like I said, we got the wheat fields up above. Sheep are doing the sheep thing. The cows are doing fine. 148,000 liters of milk. And of course, where's our good guy Falcon? Yeah, 3 more days, and I should get a little more cash for training him. And of course, we got this contract here. While we're waiting, before I forget, let's go ahead and check down fertilize field 32. I'll accept that. Where did that go? It like disappeared. Field 33. Alright, I don't know where that contract went. I've had that a couple times, accepting contracts for fertilization. You accept them and they just disappear. Field 30, no one's sold field 35 yet, huh? Well, I'm not doing it either. Alright, so I accepted a contract and it disappeared. What field was that? Was it 32? Yeah, it would have been this field right here for some reason. I did the same thing here. I went to fertilize this once, and I accepted the contract, and I wasn't paying no attention. I came over and tried to start fertilizing. It says, you don't have access to this field. And I was like, what? So now I got the same problem over here. I don't know. So what we're going to do, this is pretty much the end of this episode, I do believe. I think, yeah, we'll start next episode. I'll get maybe the herbicide spray over here at some point. But I'm going to probably take care of the contract. We'll get our harvester contract on this field. We'll harvest this. And then when he gets done, he can mosey on over here and harvest this field that doesn't show up. Oh, you know why? Do I got wheat turned off? I was going to say, these fields don't show up. Wheat is turned off. I don't know why I turned wheat off for. I have no idea. There we go. Now it looks better. That's ready for harvest. We got a wheat field up here ready for harvest as well. And these two are not going to be too far behind as well. So, yeah, so we got a lot of work to do. I got to plow this field, cultivate, reseed. I'm not going to try to do too much at once, obviously, but we need to get something done because our money's down to $150,000. Like the thumbnail, I think is going to say the money's low, but the hopes are high. It's funny that this grass didn't grow overnight, but it is what it is. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.